start this.
Yay.
Yay! Hi, everybody! I have a very special person with me here today. You probably don't recognize him. I never do anything with him.
Who do you have?
I have, DoctorDazza, physician of all the animes.
Physician? I have a PhD in anime.
PhD.
PhD.
But you're not even wearing your coat, so it's almost like you're a fake.
Because it's like freaking 40 degrees. I'm hot.
Okay, fine.
Leave me alone.
Which is 100 degrees in Fahrenheit. So
Actually, I think it's about 102.
102 degrees in Fahrenheit. 102, the last time I felt 102, oh gosh, I'm looking at my camera on like the XSplit, and it's like, oh wow. Boo.
Yeah.
The last time it was like 102. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try something else. Hang on, while we're talking, just because I can. Hold on.
Okay. I'm holding on.
This is how pro I am.
I'm holding on.
Let me see if this works better to do this. Hey, get over here, stupid thing.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Now where the fuck is my mouse? There it is. Okay, we're gonna talk like this. Talking.
We're gonna be talking.
Oh, okay, the screen region captures the mouse much better, so we're gonna do that.
Okay.
XSplit, trying to fuck me over. Except there's like a blue line right there. Let me screen region this better. Oh god, this is what Dazza has to deal with. This is why he...
Oh, we're still going?
Oh! Yes we are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, we don't stop this train.
It's choo-choo!
We keep choo-chooing all the way through. But yes, okay, my story. Last time I felt 102 degrees, I was in Lincoln, Nebraska, like 2 years ago. And it was actually 108 degrees and 100% humidity.
Ew.
So you walk out and like I was in like a crop top and super like booty shorts and I just sweated. I wasn't even wearing like any clothes and it was just my body puked sweat. It was disgusting.
Yeah, we did that. We had that on Tuesday here because it was really hot. It was like dry heat. And then it started pissing down with rain. It was like Thor got really mad at us, and we're like, "What?" Because it was like 46-ish, which I think is about 112, 115. Yeah. And it just started pissing down with rain, and we're like, "Yeah, rain!" And it was just like, "Oh crap!"
Oh god,
that was fun.
That's so sad.
And no frozen Coke places were open. Like I go to the Hungry Jack's, which is I think Burger King over there. And they had frozen Cokes and like slushy machines, and they had none of them were open and working. I'm just like,
oh, that's so sad. What a horrible time for that to happen.
Well, it was quite obvious that it was going to happen.
I just realized as we were talking about humidity and sweating that we never introduced what we're doing.
We're playing basketball. That's what we're doing. We're
doing an entire 45-minute video on Kuroko no Basket. I hope you prepare your asses. Prepare your balls. That would have been much better. Fuck.
That would have been much better.
But what we are doing is, you guys are probably, since I don't remember the last time I did this, it was I had blonde hair, so it was over a year ago. Last time I did this was with Brooke over a year ago. It is a friendly anime discussion. And for those of you who are new to my channel, because, you know, I've gained a lot of subscribers since then, you're all pretty utter faces, and I've never done one of these since then, so you might not understand what is in your sub box right now. It is basically just a video where I get together with a friend, and we discuss anime, and I call it Friendly Anime Discussion because I love puns, and I'm going to get so many freaking uses out of my maiden name. So that is why it's called a friendly anime review, and we are literally just going to shoot the shit and talk about whatever the heck we want. Like, I'll ask Dazza some questions, pretty standard things, and then we'll just, you know, keep going for however long we feel like it, so... I said 45 minutes, it'll probably be about that. So, thank you, Dazza, so much for having me.
Yeah, no problem. I'm really happy to have you here on Friendly Anime Discussions.
I really appreciate coming on, you know?
Yeah, I'm just so happy I don't have to do any work for this video.
Isn't that that a nice feeling? Just
I know.
having somebody else do all your work. I left my phone on because I'm a professional.
Mine went off before. I was like, no, silent.
Okay, let's start off by telling friendly people. Friendly is just stuck in my head now. Let's start off by telling all the pretty otter faces how we met. Actually, no, JK, we'll start that after. Tell them a little bit about yourself, like your YouTube channel and stuff. Well, they all should know it because they should all be watching Murgapod.
Yeah, I mean, come on. If you're watching a manga pod, you know that I do anime-type videos on Fire Nippon, which, of course, is in Erin's little box thing that's on the side.
This side.
Yeah?
I think it'll be this side when they're watching the video.
This side. Yeah. It's over that side. Oh, yeah. I'm up, like, the top, and it says my favorite tsunderes, and I'm third, I think.
All of my favorite tsunderes. Hey, that's like a bronze medal.
I just figured it was on shuffle. I just figure it's on shuffle. Give you the benefit of the doubt.
I literally just threw people on there.
I know. But yeah, I do anime type videos on Fire Nippon. Like first impressions, I just did a first impression of Nizukoi that went up today. I also do What We've Watched, which is a weekly show where I talk about what I've watched and you guys send in a video and your comments and get featured in the video. I had this one guy this week that did an amazing type thing where he talked about Nagino Asakura, and we talked about Sakura Trick. Sakura Trick is fantastic.
Okay, let's talk about Sakura Trick because I saw you make a video about it. I think, okay, did you see my tweets about it?
Yes, I saw your tweets. That's why I watched it, because I saw your tweets and I was like, I need something to watch. So I watched it because I remembered you were tweeting about it.
Yeah.
So
I was like, Dave, okay, so this is the story. I was about to watch it earlier in the day, and then I went, oh wait, David's been wanting me to watch him, like, new anime with him. And then I yelled across the house, was like, David, there's a lesbian anime. Do you want me to wait to watch it or can I watch it now? And he goes, you're the best wife ever. So I ended up watching it later, and then I forgot Space Dandy was on at the same time. And I love Space Dandy dub, so I was kind of sad about it. But, yes, I had conflicted feelings because I wasn't a huge fan. I thought the characters, I loved the art style. I thought the art style was really cute, and I thought the way they did, like, the sexual, like, the kiss was very sensual and very sexual, and I'm glad they didn't, like, shy away from doing that, but it also wasn't overly, like, this is for the purpose of getting guys horny. Like, it felt like a very natural thing, which I loved about it, but the characters just annoyed me so much. Like, I don't know what it was, but they just really bugged me, and so I'm going to wait a while. I might go back to it, but I wasn't a huge fan of it for that reason, but I thought it was a very good combination of, like, adorable and sexy and realistic. Yeah. And I can completely see how people, and I appreciate it for what it is, like, to the genre, for what people watch that.
See, when I made the What We've Watched on it, I was like, it's tasteful fan service. That's what I thought. It was like, because they didn't have, like, boobs popping out, like, oh my gosh, I'm touching your boobs. Oh, well, there was that one part, but that was more of a, that was going to happen anyway. Yeah. It was just, like, cleavage, and it felt very sexy and nice, and it was cute as well, which was something I liked. Well, actually, I noticed it felt like a very normal anime, whereas, like, male and female. But instead of having, like, the dense male idiot, there was a female there instead. So I was like, oh, this I can get behind because it actually seems a bit more realistic.
Yeah. See, and that's what I love. I want there to be more of that. There needs to be more of that, like, homosexual couples represented in anime in that way, where it's not like there's so many, like, there's not that many. We don't need to get into this. Sorry. It was just
no, there's one show where I can't remember what it's called. I don't want to call it out because I know I'll get hate for it. But there's this one show I watched which was homosexual. It was the guy's anime. It was a yaoi, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But this other guy punched his boyfriend and physically abused him, right? And then he's like, "Oh, I love you so much," and I'm just like, "Dude, that's not on. You don't do that." And there's so many yaois like that, and it pisses me off.
And that's what all of them are like. Like, there's so many. I can never remember the name of it because it's so long, but it's like Sekai something. It's the one I commented on Yoko's video that everybody should tell him to watch.
Oh, Sekaiichi Hachikoi. Yes. That's the show I was thinking of, but I didn't want to say it.
That show, like, of all the, like, I've read, like, a few shonen eyes and a few, like, yaoi mangas and stuff in my life. Like, a lot of girls that are into anime and stuff have. I've read a few, and there's so many good ones that do not get animes, whereas all the ones that do are always shows like that, where one of the guys is like, no, you really do love me, and, like, eventually forces himself on them, and, like, it's kind of consensual, but, you know, it's really not, but they still love, and so, like, and it's fetish, like, made into a fetish in a way, and that really bugs me, and so, like, but, like, I know we disagree about, like, number 6, though we agree on a lot of stuff about number 6 with the plot, like, I agree with you about the plot not being very good. But the romance in it, like the relationship of the two guys, is exactly the kind of like relationship I'm talking about. Like it's not made to be a big deal. Like it just is, which is kind of like how Sakura Trick is, where it's like it just is the thing that's happening. Like it's not, oh my god, let's make sure like hype this up or something like that.
No,
like, it just feels very natural. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it.
It was really good about Sakura Trick. They just like sat there and it was like, I know it was coming because it says it's a Yuri anime, and I'm just like, all right, I knew it was coming, but because it's in the OP as well.
Yeah.
But it happened, and I'm just like, that was perfect. That's how it normally happens with everyone. It just happens. It's not a, oh, we're gonna like go make out, and I'm gonna force yourself on me and make it happen. No, it was like a thing. Just a really cute thing. But with number 6, I don't care too much about the relationship because when I stopped watching it was actually the episode where they kissed. It just so happened to be the episode that they kissed where it was just like, I can't deal with this show being this bad anymore.
Right.
It just so happens to be that episode. I got lots of hate for that as well. But I was just
that's
like,
lame.
This show was bad. I'm sorry.
You're like, it's not about the fact that they kissed. Like, it's about the fact that you didn't like the show. Like, the show wasn't good in your opinion, And I
was going to say, I would watch a yaoi show. I'd be happy with it. But it's just, there's not very good ones out there. And that annoys me.
I agree with that. There haven't been any good ones. I can give, like, recommendations of manga that should become some because they're fantastically written and beautiful and, like, they don't get made, which I don't understand.
Japan, listen to us.
Yeah.
Japan.
Be friendly. Come on, help us out. Help a bro out.
Come on, Aniplex.
Yaoi.
That sweet female money.
I wanted also to say that if you do like those shows, like this is not us hating on you at all about this. This is just us like kind of saying what we would also like to see more of in anime.
More cuteness, less physical violence.
Yeah. I mean, okay, we just can stop. I was gonna go into another tangent about how it's not bad to have like a abusive relationship represented in anime, but it is when it's done such a like a lighthearted way, like the way to go at it and stuff. Like that.
Like what was it? Tanari no Sabutsu-kun?
Kaibutsu-kun.
That one.
Tanari.
Like how Haru, his name was Haru, wasn't it? Yes. Haru kept punching the main girl, and I'm just like, stop punching her and making it funny. It's not right.
Yeah. But, exactly. Like that's not something that should be. I didn't finish. Like I thought there was a lot of really cute stuff that happened, but I never finished that show. Cuz you're right. That did once you said that for the first time, I thought back and was like, yeah, that wasn't okay. Cuz I didn't really some reason it didn't click at first. I was like, you know, that wasn't an okay thing to have happen.
No.
So, what is your favorite? That was like a tangent and a half, but whatever. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yay.
What is your favorite romance? Your favorite romance anime?
Favorite romance anime would have to be Toradora, through and through.
Oh yeah, I need to finish that.
Oh, you do so much. I was I let my girlfriend borrow my box set of it. I was over at her place on Tuesday. On Tuesday, I was over at her place, and we were watching it. And I'm just like, oh, this is so good. I miss this show, and I'm watching it thinking this is done really well. You know, I'm just like, why is there not much shows like this? I've
heard, I need to finish it. I've seen like the first 3 episodes, I think.
3? Oh,
I
God.
know.
You haven't even gotten anywhere yet.
Oh, I need to watch
Anywhere.
it. It's always hard to like find really good romance anime. Sometimes, maybe I just haven't hit that point. But yes, I need to watch Toradora. Golden Time. I've heard good things about Golden Time. It's made by the same people, correct?
Well, okay. Golden Time's done by the same author, and it's done by JC Staff.
Okay.
But the director, the animators, the producers, and everything like that are different. So.
Okay, so it's like a handful of the same people, but not. And by
yeah,
handful, I mean V.
And as something you should know, that just because a studio, say JC Staff, worked on Toradora and Golden Time, doesn't mean a thing. It all depends on its producers and directors and stuff.
There is so much that goes into anime. It is ridiculous.
It is.
It's
the industry. The industry is really fun to look at if you're really into that kind of thing, like the whole let's delve deep into directors and stuff like that. Like have you? Where is it? Have I got my copy around here? Oh yes, I do. Come on. There we go. Waiting in the Summer, right here. If you've seen that, and then that's Demeteru. That's also done by JC Staff.
Oh.
But there was another show that came out like 10 years prior to that called Please Teacher, which is kind of based on the same universe, done by a totally different studio. I think it was actually done by Gonzo, if I recall correctly.
Oh, Gonzo.
I got the DVD.
Gonzo, when they were at their peak,
were so good.
So good.
But the staff from that show, Please Teacher, were the same people that worked on Waiting in the Summer, but was at a different studio house. So that's why Waiting in the Summer is like really, really good, while something like Little Busters isn't as good.
There are so many series I need to watch. I'm a slacker.
Yes, you are.
Hater? Hey, you're supposed to say no. You're supposed to say like no.
Hey,
Aaron,
I would say no, but we had a deal. I would watch Angel Beats, and I got the copy of Angel Beats if you watch The World God Only Knows.
Listen,
and have you watched The World God Only Knows?
No, but Angel Beats is so much. How about this? How about I watch 12 episodes of God Only Knows and you finish Angel Beats?
Okay.
They're the same amount of episodes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. How far have you gotten in Angel Beats?
How many episodes have you seen in World God Only Knows?
2.
4. Boom.
But so you watched episode 2, which is like my favorite episode. One of
yes,
them.
I watched episode 2.
I died with laughter at that episode. It was amazing. You apparently did not.
Nope.
What? How? Look at Derby.
My favorite episode so far was the. I can tell he's just like, I don't care at all.
There we go. What were you going to say?
No, my favorite episode of Angel Beats so far has been the one where they're going through all the trials and going down to the base.
That's episode 2.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah.
It's so good. Where they're just like, I will protect you, and they just go, you're making a noble sacrifice, and they just leave. Like, it's really not a big deal.
I like that episode.
I love it.
So yes, I did like that episode.
Awesome. Yay. Good. I won't judge you anymore.
Yes.
So, I don't think I've ever talked to you about this. What got you into anime?
Oh, this is a fun one. There's a few different times I was into anime. One where I was younger, with the course younger, like Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon and Beyblades. Don't know if you ever watched Beyblades.
I saw commercials for it, but I never watched it.
Beyblades. Zoids was a great one as well. What else was there? Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh my god, Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know why I liked that show so much.
We all like that show for some reason. And then, people are gonna hate me for this. Winx Club?
Winx Club?
You never heard of Winx Club?
It's
not like an anime, but, well, it's not from Japan. It's from I think it's from France, and they dubbed it over.
Ooh, Winx.
And it's about fairies, and it was actually really cool.
Oh my god, that looks so cute. This looks like something I would enjoy.
It was out when I was in primary school, so I used to watch that.
Winx Club.
I don't know how
There
good
were
it is
6
now.
seasons?
Yeah, there was a lot of it.
156 episodes, but only 136 were aired. There's some lost episodes.
There was a great episode where it was like a magical school as well, where all the fairies went. And the school, I'm just thinking about me talking about this. I'm just like, why? And it had like this protective barrier around it. And it was like actually Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows. And then some evil being came into the school and then ruined the barrier and everyone turned evil. It was fantastic. And the girls had to go shopping for something and then they fixed everything with the shopping.
Oh my god, that transition. You're like, they all turned evil and it was amazing. And then the girls had to go shopping?
But yeah, so I watched that when I was younger. And then I didn't really get turned off of anime. It was more like I didn't have access to it. And then when I was rewatching Dragon Ball Z when they brought out the big orange brick sets.
Yes.
They bring them out over here, the Funimation brick sets with our widescreen and not very good. Yeah. But we got... Huh?
I have one of those.
I've got most of them, actually.
I got one from... Oh, sorry, I don't want to interrupt your story.
No, you can go.
I was going to say, the first Christmas David and I were dating, he got me pearl earrings and then lotion from Victoria's Secret and then the entire Cell Saga of Dragon Ball Z because we had talked, one of our first phone conversations was about how we both had the same favorite like arc of Dragon Ball Z, and then we literally spent all of Christmas week watching it together.
It's so cute.
And that's how I knew we were soulmates.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But there's my cheese. Go on with your story.
So yeah, me and my friends, we actually bought like all the box sets in different times. So I bought one, my friends bought another one, and we like borrowed them and swapped them in high school. And then I was just like, we finished it, and I'm like, okay, I want more stuff like this to watch. There's like this thing called anime. I'm gonna go check it out. So then I think it was like the season that Welcome to the NHK came out.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, so what are some good shows airing over at the moment? I wonder if I can see if I can find some from Japan. And I watched the first episode of Welcome to the NHK. And I was like, holy crap, this is awesome. Like, freaking awesome. Didn't watch it again for 2 years. But then I watched...
It's typical of a lot of people.
Yeah, it made me quite sad when I rewatched it because I'm like, I really want to watch that show. Then I watched Welcome to the NHK. I'm like, oh, it's the show. Holy crap, it's even better than what I thought. Then I watched a show called High School Girls, or Girls High as it's known in America.
Oh, I feel like I've heard that. I haven't seen it though.
It's really old and it's crap. It's like one of the worst shows in the world.
Girls High. High School Girls.
It's literally, it's basically hentai.
Yes,
but
go on.
with clothes. But it's basically hentai with clothes with high school girls. And,
that's amazing.
Well, it aired on TV, so they couldn't make it a full hentai, but they made it as hentai as possible. And it was just, the budget for it was terrible, and I loved it. I absolutely adored it. And I don't know why I liked it. And I still have a soft spot for it, but I know it's terrible now. But I loved it at the time. I thought it was fantastic. And I was like, holy crap, anime is awesome. Because this really, really crappy, ecky show. So then I was like, okay, what else, like, sexual stuff? Because I was like 14 at the time. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 7 years been watching anime. Holy crap. Anyway. Then I was like, all right, let's watch an incest show.
Yes. More.
So I watched a show called Please Twins, which, if you remember, we were talking...
Only Guy Twins?
We were talking about this. It's the sequel to Please Teacher, which is what we were talking about. And it's set in the same universe as Waiting in the Summer.
I think I've seen that.
Only Guy Twins, yeah. And I was watching it thinking, this is actually really good.
Yes,
like,
totally
despite the whole incest angle, it was really good. Like, incredibly good. So, I went to the shop at the time. It was JB Hi-Fi. I went there, picked up its prequel, Please Teacher, all right, and a random show called Haruhi Suzumiya.
Oh, yeah.
So then I got both those and watched all of Police Teacher in one night, like 13 episodes, all one night. Then I watched Haruhi, and my love was born.
Aww.
Then I went back the next. Then I went back the next week and got The Girl Who Leapt Through Time randomly because it said time travel, and I'm like, yes, so in for this. And I watched. I'm just like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Oh, good.
And then Midori Days, which was absolute crap. But
I've never even heard of that.
it was like this girl. For some reason, actually wakes up as the left hand of the guy she stalked. It's not as funny as you think, sadly.
I want this. I want to see this.
The manga's apparently really good,
Okay.
but the anime was so bad that I actually gave it to my ex-girlfriend because
the ultimate breakup anime.
no, it was before we broke up, and I was like, here, have this, and she's just like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, you're so sweet. And I'm just like, no, it's a shitty anime. I don't want it.
Bye. That's funny. Oh god, just that summary though. It's great.
So a girl wakes up as a left hand of her stalker, but she has no memories about it either. But she's in love with this guy, so.
What? Okay, you'll have to send me the link. If I can watch that online somewhere, I'm going to watch that online. Screw World God Only Knows. Give me some Midori Days or whatever it was.
You need to drink Midori to get through it.
Do you remember when I texted you guys in the Manga Pod chat that we have, X chat, where I was really upset about what I chose for my...
Because you could have done a Phantom 6.
I could have done... No, because I did do the Phantom 6 man, but what I could have done was made a Midori sour and called it Midorima because Midori sour is green like his hair. And I felt like the biggest disappointment to myself in the world.
It's okay. Do you want me to tell you a funny story about Manga Pod afterwards?
Oh, afterwards?
Afterwards. Yes. I passed out, and for the rest of the night, because it was New Year's night, I was vomiting all night.
Oh, no!
I was out for 2 days.
Oh, my
because
God.
we're doing the shots, and I drank the beer beforehand, and the shots were milk, and I also drank vodka before that as well.
Milk? Shots of milk?
Well, they weren't shots of milk. They're like creamy shots.
Oh, so, God.
I was out.
I'm so sorry. I was surprised because I don't drink. I rarely drink. And so I was surprised. The fact that I drank like 2 bottles of wine and a drink that had like this much UV blue vodka in it. The fact that I woke up the next morning and was completely not hungover made me so happy. But I did wake up with a severe cold where I was sick for the next week, coughing with a swollen throat.
Yes.
And I was like, really? Really? That's how you're gonna play me, body? Come on.
Because I passed out, like, afterwards. I'm just like, my girlfriend sent me to bed.
Aww,
and
good for her.
I woke up. I wake up 6 hours later, and it was like, I think it was about 11 p.m. And I was just like, brr, brr.
Aww. I'm so sorry. I drank. Looking back on it now, I realize, I know why I wasn't hungover. It's because I drank literally 6 water bottles in the same amount of time span that I drank alcohol. Because I fear hangovers. Like, I have a severe fear of hangovers. I'm just like, I can't let myself get too drunk because, God, I don't want a hangover. I don't want it at all. I'm so sorry that you were so hungover. That sucks.
It's like the only time I've ever been hungover, like properly hungover.
Aww. It was worth it. It was worth it for Manga Pond. I
am normally really good at drinking, right? And normally really good, but I was just like, nah, stuff it.
Oh, that stinks.
Regretting it.
You had too much fun. Just had too much fun, bro.
I can just remember you being like, David, get me more alcohol.
David, I'm out of wine. Let's talk about what your favorite. Have you watched a lot of shows from this season thus far?
Nope.
No. Okay. I was gonna ask you what your favorite was so far.
My
We already
favorite
talked
so
about
far though.
Sakura
My favorite so far though would have to be the pilot's love song.
Yeah, talk to me.
I am talking
Tell me
to
about
you.
that. It sounds like a therapist.
I don't know.
Talk
It reminded me so much of Fractale, and Fractale had a really great like premise and first episode. I just thought it was different. It felt a bit like a Studio Ghibli film as well, and it just
Oh,
was
yeah.
because of like the whole flying through the sky and brother and sister, and I really like class systems as well, like looking through class systems because there's the whole class system between the whoever the elite people are and the normal people. So I like looking through them, and it was just I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. I'm not entirely sure why, but I thought it
Yeah.
was really good.
I thought there were parts of the storytelling that were a little confusing at times, but then in the same way, the glimpses they gave, I was really intrigued by and was really
Yeah.
engulfed into it. Like afterwards, I was like, I'm a little confused about it, but while I was watching, it just felt magical. Like I was just
Yeah.
engulfed in what was happening. And the bicycle scene with the clouds, I thought
Oh,
the
that
romance
was
was a little
that
odd,
was
but
magical.
the cloud part, the animation, everything was beautiful.
It was
I loved
fantastic.
it. I think with the romance, they're gonna, because I was more interested in the brother-sister dynamic than I was with him and Claire. I think that was her name,
Yeah.
the main guy and Claire. I was more interested in the brother because the whole Claire thing just felt a little cheesy, but I think it was kind of supposed to be that
Yeah.
like older kind of like Jane Austen type romance thing where it's just like kind of cheesy and just by the book, but I'm hoping they
Yeah.
change that up with all the dark stuff that's been foreshadowed in the opening. I'm excited to see
I
that.
know. I like it when they do dark stuff in the opening because I know something's coming.
They did it. What I loved about it was they balanced it so well with the light stuff. It just flowed from one to the next so naturally
Yeah.
that it was just so simply. It was really good. It was really good.
It was good.
In the opening.
It was-
The opening was good.
Yeah. That's also something I liked about Kyoko no Kanata as well. Like they had the light stuff, but they also had the dark stuff, and I'm like, this is going to be a thing soon. That's why I kept watching it because I'm like, this will be a thing, and it became a thing. I'm like, yes, it's a thing. It's so good.
Such a thing. It was really good. I'm happy that you guys told me to keep watching. You guys
Yeah.
told me to push through. Dude, the Idol episode, so silly, but I loved it so much. I loved it.
I think there's most people, they're like, oh gosh, it's Kyoto Animation being Kyoto Animation. And at the end, they're just like, that was awesome.
It's
But
like,
then again, it's Kyoto Animation.
How can you not love it? The song was amazing. All of the dance moves. Gosh. Kyoto Animation is balls to the walls amazings.
They are. Their animation is fantastic.
It's so... And the style of it's very different from any other studio, really. Like, the style of their animations,
Yeah.
I think. It's very... you can see something from them and be like, oh, it's Kyoto
them.
Animation. Yeah, there's no doubt.
But the thing that I like differently about Kyokai was that it was different as well. Like they were more pastel in colors. It was more flatter. It was more storybookish, Whereas you've got stuff like Tomoko Market and Free and Chinibyo, which all look practically the same
Yeah, I agree
in
with that.
terms of like how it's presented. Whereas Kyokai was presented much differently.
Yeah.
And that's something I really liked from it as well. It was very refreshing
Yeah.
from Kyoto Animation,
It was a very different...
especially after Free.
Yeah, I agree. It was very different from a lot of stuff they'd done, too, like you said, right after Free. I have been craving... It's been, ever since I got back into anime, I have been wanting to watch Hyoka from them. And I cannot... Cause I don't know where to watch it, and so I'm like, I don't know where to watch it, because I don't want to watch it on, a really low-quality site or anything, but... That is one anime. That is the anime that's at the top of my to-watch list. So I'm just like, God, it looks so interesting. I just want to watch it. Everybody tells me to watch it, but I don't know where to watch it.
You don't have it licensed over in America by anyone?
I don't think so. It wasn't. It's not on Hulu. It's not on Crunchyroll. It's not. Maybe I just haven't looked in the right places. Oh, hi. Hi, you over there. Stupid Skype pulled something up, and I was like, no.
Like,
Have you seen that one? Did you like that series?
I haven't seen all of it because I was going to watch it, and I watched like the first 6 or 7 episodes, and they were fantastic. It reminded me a lot of Sherlock, like the BBC series Sherlock,
Ooh.
in terms of how they presented it.
Yeah.
But I just stopped watching it because it had arcs, and when it has like proper arcs, I like prefer watching it marathons.
I get you. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I just haven't gotten to it because I think it's licensed by Madman. I'm not 100% sure. I'm Googling this.
I want to see it
Oh,
so badly.
I think it's licensed by Madman. Because if it is, because I remember like hearing about it and I'm like, oh, it's licensed by Madman. I'll just wait till it comes out here. But maybe it's not. That sucks.
Have
that makes
you?
you sad.
This is a completely different topic. It's about Kuroko no Basuke.
Oh God.
Hey, listen. Is Kuroko no Basuke like one of the first sports animes you really liked? Or are there other sports anime?
No, it was the first sports anime I watched and liked.
I don't know if any of that was my doing, but I take credit.
It was actually.
Yes!
Because if I recall correctly, I watched it Christmas week last year.
Yeah, right after we first started talking to each other.
Yeah, because you're like, holy crap, Kuroko no Basuke is amazing. And I had like Yoki on the other hand telling me, oh my god, Kuroko no Basuke is amazing. So I'm just like, alright, I'll watch it, marathon it all.
God, it's so good.
I remember going to Christmas like dinner and having my phone and then the Crunchyroll app on my phone, just watching it with headphones in at Christmas dinner.
That sounds like the perfect Christmas to me. I don't know.
Yeah, not talking to anyone and enjoying Kuroko.
It's so great. There was an OVA that came out recently, and I was wondering if you'd seen it yet.
There's an OVA out.
It's it follows one of the chapters from like that they didn't animate in the first season. It was one of the slice of life things that they didn't animate to save time. So
that wasn't 22Q, was it?
No, it wasn't the backstory at Teiko. It was there was one that came out in December that it's like there's not even really any basketball in it. It follows them during exam season because there's this whole chapter that's dedicated to how much of an idiot Kagami is. And so they have to train him. They have to he has to study,
make him smart.
They have to tutor him, and it's so funny. And they released an OVA where they actually extended it and made it into 24 episodes. This one chapter. And there's so many funny lines from Kagami that you're just you're so stupid, but you're so lovely.
I have to watch that. They just did announce the 44.5 as well, which is the backstory between Mone and Kuroko at Teiko.
You guys, if y'all haven't read the manga, I just can't. I need somebody.
Well,
I need to. Oh God.
Well, we're reading the manga for Manga Pod soon again.
I know, but not enough. There's not
I'm
enough.
sorry.
We're not reading.
I don't have time to read all this manga.
I know, right? When people are like, "What about read this?" And I'm like, I can't.
I gotta read some crappy thing from Manga Pod this week.
So, guys, I'm just telling you, you just wait until they start animating. There's a certain arc, and you guys just wait.
I don't know. I like the Hot Springs.
My God, I love that. You should read the chapter, just the Hot Springs chapter, because oh my God, the chap springs
is so good.
That the Hot Springs episode, the Hot Springs chapter, was basically one of my favorite funny chapters. But the way they animated it, there was some times where it felt like the pacing was a little strange, and so you should read it in the manga form. It's so funny. I cry every single time I read it. Poor Izuki.
To move it off Kuroko for a second.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine.
The latest chapter of Nizukoi, right, is a full color chapter because of the anime. So we'll give it a full color chapter.
Ooh.
right? Which is great. So the manga decided to make it a full Hot Springs chapter.
Oh my god, yes. I might have
And
to pick
I
up
was just like,
Nisekoi again.
oh. And what they did, the girls, they put all the clothes in like a giant bundle, right?
Yes.
But for some reason, that bundle, because they were on top of a hill, that bundle like fell off the hill and fell into the guy's pool,
Oh my god.
right? But on a tree. And then you've got like Ichijo, who's an idiot, who's like, whoa, what's that noise? I didn't see that noise happen, right? So these girls are naked, right? You don't see anything, but then like trying to get the clothes back out of this tree with Ichigo around them. And because all the girls love Ichigo, they're just like, oh my gosh.
Like, oh no.
And then it ended with like them falling like through the fence and like Ichigo's right in front of them and you just have like all of them be like oh except Marika who's just like yes.
Oh my god, that sounds exactly like something like Nisekoi would do. That's how, from what I read of it, I'm like, that's completely Nisekoi.
I was just so happy because they actually wrote 2 chapters that week. They had one chapter which it's for fluff, like they're doing fluff at the moment. It feels like they're really trying to extend it, which is a little bit annoying. But they had like one chapter of Marika and her bird. But then they had that one. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so good.
Like, you've made it up to me with these 20 pages.
And the art in Nisekoi is amazing.
I agree.
You know, and color version of Nisekoi was fantastic.
I can only imagine.
So,
I'll go read that one. Because I just want to see it colored. Because I loved the art when we read that for Manga Pod. Like, that was one of the biggest redeeming factors for me was the art.
So, yeah, the color art is fantastic. So I'm just so happy.
Did you know you can order Gangsta on Amazon now? You probably aren't excited about that, but I'm excited about that.
You could also order Nisekoi as well.
I know, but I didn't like Nisekoi as much as I love Gangster.
Why not get both?
Because money.
They're like $5 over there, aren't they?
They're like 8.
Yeah, they're like 16 over here. So.
Oh, that sucks. I need to go get more of my Kuroko no Basuke raws. I just love those. They're so pretty. I love them so much.
Oh, that's what I was going to tell you.
Yeah. I like things. Tell me.
I was going to send you a picture like ages ago, but I forgot to. Right? Went to a Japanese store in town because we got lots of Asian stores. Ooh. And they have a Kuroko no Basuke art book.
What?
It's like a full Kuroko no Basuke art book. See if I've still got the picture. It's like 40 odd bucks.
I don't care.
But it's like a full. I don't know if I've still got it.
Oh my god, they need to have that somewhere in. Oh god, I need to go to Little Tokyo right now. I need to go get on the train. Little Tokyo.
I don't know if I've got it still.
Was it like anime or manga?
Manga, I think.
Oh my gosh, I need this. I love like Fujimaki's art at the beginning of Kuroko is so jank ball. But by the time like where we are now, and even where like the chapter they just animated, like his ability of telling emotion on facial expressions, not just with Kuroko, but with every other character, it's gotten so good. It looks amazing.
I don't have the picture of it anymore, but it was like, it was really thick. It was like probably about this thick, right? And it was just a full like, it wasn't like a small book either. It was like a really big art book as well. They had one of that. They had one of K-On!, which I couldn't afford, which made me sad.
I bet
and they had one of Emo too. Then like Idol ones as well.
We should both just cry because we couldn't get our art books.
And they had Madoka cosplays. I'm just like, would I fit into that?
You should. Oh my god, you need to do a video. Have you seen the third movie yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I'm seeing it on the first.
Oh gosh. Okay.
In cinema.
Whenever you do a review of it, you should buy that cosplay and just do your review in the cosplay. You need to text me immediately after you've watched it. We need to talk about it.
Yeah. I'm going to watch it in the first.
There's so few people I've been able to talk to about that.
And they had like a cam rip out, and I'm just like, no, I'm seeing it in the cinema. Oh.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
I know it's worth it.
You're holding out for a good cause, sir.
Madoka is my jam.
God, Madoka's so good. That series.
We didn't talk about how we met.
We didn't. That's a good point. We can just round it off because we have to start wrapping it up here soon. But we can round it off with that. Let's do it. We met because Mr. Dazza here is very outgoing and very good at reaching out to people. Oh, wait, no.
That's not the story.
That's part of the story.
No, it's not. It's nowhere even close to the story.
I skipped a step. Okay, I skipped a step. Don't hate on me. You're also very outgoing. Yes, but you're also very outgoing and good at contacting people. So.
We actually met because David was doing an AMA on Reddit. And I was looking for a network at the time, so I was just talking about anime. And I was like, oh, because of licenses and stuff like that. And he's just like, my wife has an anime channel. This is like her channel. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I looked at the channel. I was like, oh, wow. Okay, it's actually really good. So then I subscribed. And then, if I recall back, you subscribed back to me.
I did, yes.
And then I was like, oh, okay, I'll follow her on Twitter. And then you followed me on Twitter, and we started chatting.
That's right. Okay, but you were the first one that was like, you should come on Aniverse. And we talked about Skype and stuff.
Yeah.
Which you're very good at doing, which is why I said you're outgoing, because it takes an outgoing person to do that. But yeah, that was
I was like sweating and like at the entire time.
But... I understand that feeling. It was such a cute story. Yeah. We met via a Reddit thread through my husband. I meet lots of important people through my husband. So, yeah. And then you guys had me on Aniverse, which is where I first met Yoku.
Yeah.
And then a month later, Brooke and I had been talking about doing Manga Pod, and I didn't know anybody else in the anime community, and I knew you guys did that podcast, and that you're both very involved and like knew what you're talking about. And I was like, I should just ask these guys. And I'd only talked to Yoku like once before that, but I talked to you a few times because we talked on Skype and stuff. And then I asked you guys, and there was like a moment of hesitation since we didn't know each other super well. Where afterwards, like Brooke and I were both like, this could go horribly wrong since we've never been in a conversation before. This could go perfect, and it went perfect. Like,
you know how scared I was talking to Brooke for the first time?
Aww.
Because one of my ex-girlfriends, like about 6 months earlier, was a huge fan of hers.
Aww.
Right, so I was just like, oh wow, it's actually someone important. Not saying you're not important. I'm just
like, yeah, jeez, get out.
It's like the big like subscriber number, which means nothing, to be honest. People are people.
Yeah, like it's just somebody that you maybe watch their videos a lot, and so you like have this different point of view that you're like, hey, I'm going to talk to that person. What? I understand that. There's been a lot of like there's a lot of times when people come into Maker, and I'm just like, holy shit. I see your videos all the time, and now I'm terrified. And I just, like, pull the sweat, because it's just, like...
Yeah.
You get just...
It's like a celebrity thing. Mm-hmm. But it's an internalized thing, because a lot of people wouldn't get the whole YouTuber. But a good comparison was also when I met Crispin Freeman, and we went to dinner with him.
Yeah!
And it was just like, awesome. Holy shit, I'm across the table from Kion from Haruki, and, like... Alucard from Hellsing, and I was like, oh.
Gosh, I still get jelly over that. That's so awesome. It's so cool for you. Yeah. So yeah, that's how we met. And like, yeah, MangaPod has since, like, all four of us have like an amazing, perfect dynamic, and we all bring different things to the table, and just are like, it's so great. I'm so awesome. That's not what
you are awesome.
I wanted to say it's awesome, and I'm so happy. But I am awesome. If you guys didn't know, I'm so cool.
Not really.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Did you say not really?
No, I didn't say anything. You can find out when you edit it.
I don't want to cut, like, any of this out. Like, this always a really good conversation. I don't want to cut anything out. Unless there's stuff you want me to cut out.
I'm fine.
What is that? You're too blurry. I can't tell.
I'm sorry.
Was it a pen?
It was a pen.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know, everyone watching, that I'll be moving in a few weeks, so hopefully I get better internet.
Yes! No way! That's awesome!
So hopefully I get more than less than a megabyte per second.
Oh, that's so sad. Awesome.
It was like the other day. I was up, like I said, I was up with my girlfriends on Tuesday. And I was like, all right, let's actually just see what like the internet speeds differently here. And I got like less than a megabyte per second. She's got 8 megabytes per second on her internet.
Oh my god.
My 3G at home is 7 megabytes per second on my phone. She has 4G in her area, which was 50 megabytes per second on my phone. I was like, I could upload videos so quickly on this.
Aww. Well, that's exciting. So you'll have better internet. That's something to look forward to.
Hope I have better internet.
I believe in your internet. I believe in it. I believe in it.
Yes.
Alrighty, we're gonna wrap this up as much as I don't wanna, but this was an amazing, this was like in Austin, that was really funny. I realized after you did it what you did. I was like, oh, that was funny. I appreciated that.
Yes. I also did the ribbon.
I know, that's what I loved. What was I saying? Oh, I was saying this is such a good thing, like a good first video back into friendly anime discussions. I'm hoping to do this with a bunch of other people, and not just anime discussions, like just friendly discussions in general, like mental health and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm really excited to do more of these. Thank you so much, Dazza, for coming on.
Yeah, no problem. I enjoyed having you on.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
It was great.
I'll edit it and then send it over to you.
No, you can just upload it onto your channel already.
Oh, that's so like considerate of you.
No, it's just easier on my internet.
Okay. All right, before we go, I want you to shout out your stuff, sir, so everybody knows where to find you.
Well, you can find me on www.youtube.com/HappiLeeErin doing manga pod every week. You can also find on the Twitch channel as well, which is down the doobly-doo of that. Self-promotion.
No, I don't have to do it.
No, well, of course, because I just did it for you.
I know, that's why I'm happy.
But you can find me on my normal channel, which is www.youtube.com/FriendLeeNippon, where I do anime videos like anime news, first impressions, reviews, which will hopefully be coming back very soon, top 10s, what we've watched, and a bunch of other things that I've got in the pipe works thing.
The pipe works.
Yeah, the pipe works. Whatever that means.
Twitter
is at DoctorDazza, Instagram is DoctorDazza, Tumblr is DoctorDazza, and Hummingbird is DoctorDazza. If you don't know what Hummingbird is, well, then you need to tweet yourself over. That's the one. They're cool. I like Hummingbird.
They're awesome. Yes. So yeah, that's where you can find Mr. Dazza. If you want to find my stuff, all the links are in the description down below. Same stuff. Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, Instagram, all of that fun jazz.
Which is all DoctorDazza, of course.
Which is all DoctorDazza. What if I actually did that? I just made all of it. You're like, yes. Awesome. Yeah.
On Twitter, I've got like 10 more followers till I hit 2K.
Guys, go follow Dazza. Go follow Dazza. On Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. I'll go follow Dazza on Twitter.
Yeah, do it twice. Make a new account and do it again.
Yeah, actually, if you could do it like 12 times, that'd be great. Also, follow me. Follow me. No, don't unfollow Dazza and follow me.
No, follow me.
All right, thank you so much. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Is that a good ending?
I don't know.